We're recording.
Hi, and welcome to Daisies and Dragons. We're having a very special episode today where we are going to be playing with One More Multiverse, a brand new virtual tabletop. I'm Chirag and I'm one of the founders of Daisies and Dragons. You might have seen me in a few other stuff. First, we're going to introduce one of our very special guests, Tan.
Hello, I am Tanfighter. I like to play D&D quite a lot, and beyond that, I make funny noises and sometimes they resemble words. And beyond that, I suppose we will find out how this goes.
Tan is really good
And
at making like good accents, so I'm hoping you're bringing some of your hag sounds to this game. If not, I'll be very sad.
not for this one, I'm sorry, but yes.
Damn it. Okay, that's fine.
And and as someone who does the funniest words and the most lovely of accents, Indrani.
My accents are awful, but hello everybody. My name is Indrani. My pronouns are she/they, and I will be playing in this very special one shot with Dushan. My character is going to be Kamaria, an inquisitive rogue, which is a first for me. But yeah, excited to get going. This is the first of many little things you'll see from us in a collaboration with One More Multiverse. And speaking of One More Multiverse, Darshan, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what I'm talking about right now?
Sure, yeah. So my name is Dushan. I am the community manager at One More Multiverse, which is a ritual tabletop where you can run pretty much whatever TTRPG you want to run. And it has a beautiful pixel art aesthetic. But if that is not your style, you can always upload your own assets, and they should work 100% perfect with no issues.
Amazing. So
Yeah.
today we're gonna be playing a one shot using the D&D 5e system because that's what the community voted for. The options were D&D and then a couple of indie gems, but D&D won out, and here we are. So Tushan, why don't you lead us into the game?
Awesome. Perfect. So the three of you are, for whatever various reasons, at this sort of racing coliseum sort of city, where a lot of their income and a lot of their interests comes around racing, various animals. There's no one type of animal. They, it's well, I guess it's not really animals. They're monsters too. But they form bonds with these monsters and they run around these racetracks, and sometimes it's not just racetracks. Sometimes it's like aquatic races. Sometimes it's aerial races, and it's just a very famed sort of thing. I think we can actually maybe get to see how some of these things look.
Oh my God, things are
Let me
happening.
just put y'all. Yeah.
Things are happening.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful.
Whoa,
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah. So here, for example, is one of the beautiful aquatic racetracks where they run around or swim around in that large circle. Also, it's a multi-purpose arena. Clearly, definitely not an arena from One Piece. And in the middle, people can do all kinds of things like fight or run around and all kinds of beautiful things.
Love it.
But y'all can tell me why you think your characters would be in a place like this.
I
Uh,
am a dwarven woman with lush, long black hair and this really lush braided beard with like a metal link holding it together. I have an assortment of daggers and little, like, dexterous weapons on my body. And I'm here on a secretive mission. I know that I'm here on the behest of whoever the city's, you know, city's nobility. One of them has hired me and sent me here on a hush hush sort of mission to figure out what the inner dealings of this arena is. And I've made my way in as an infiltrator, and I'm just looking around for clues, trying to blend in, and not that the beard helps with it, but that's what I'm here to do. My name is Kamaria, and my pronouns are she/her.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How about Nidish?
I'm saying Badanidish. He is a tiefling and a paladin who he's usually served. He's not often one who comes to these sorts of arenas, but currently he is serving as part of the medical support in case someone gets injured and they need some kind of medical support. He's there to assist. He's also there on a mission that, well, the higher ups in the arena know about. It's not known to the public. Sometimes some of these events, usually they are dangerous, but sometimes there's a bit of a WWE KFAB surprise turn to it. So whenever they have one of those, surprise wedding events where two of the contestants get married, they have to literally bring me, who is who officiates marriages in his as his job. They'll bring me on because I can survive the violence. And be like, if anyone wants to argue against him getting married, speak up now. And then someone will come in with a chair or a water chair, and so I'm like, I just remember, love is love, even if even if it's televised, it is still love. Love is love. Yeah, I'm so maybe I'm not. I'm where the medical staff is currently, but I know something's gonna go down. It's gonna be a big show, and they're not gonna tell me all the details.
Love it.
Awesome.
And he's he.
Beautiful. And finally, Bones.
Yeah, so I am playing a Warforged bard by the name of Bomb Box. Yes,
There's
that's
a
the
pun
name.
there.
Anyway,
I have
yes, there is.
Fantastic.
And he was initially created to be a morale booster in armies. However, that army never actually went to war, and he quickly found himself out of work. And he found himself in towns using his literally natural born talents to just spread joy, earn some money, and quite frankly, raise everyone's spirits. And right now, he would be at the arena because it is where he is thriving. He is in the stands, he is playing music coming off of his shoulders, his mouth opens up into all kinds of songs. He even has what is basically defined as a instantaneous rave function, as he can make all kinds of fantastical lights and images appear all around and create quite the show for everyone. And he is earning quite a pretty penny standing in the bleachers right now.
Awesome.
He is also a he and him.
Wow. Y'all making such good characters. All right. Well, awesome. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm 100% gonna call him Boombox by accident at least
That
one
is
point in
the
time.
point.
I feel
That
like,
is the
oh
point.
my god, you're a bard who's called. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm a Warforged called a Boombox.
We got
I
there.
love it. I
Thank
love
you,
it.
Thank you.
God damn it. I think I'm gonna end the
It's-
stream here. It was a good one.
Well,
I didn't know.
We'll end the
It's not-
recording now.
it's not gonna get much better. I'll tell you all that much. Awesome. Okay, well, I think this is probably going to be okay because while you're sort of out here enjoying the crowds and sort of pursuing your various avenues, Kumaria, I think you would be approached by someone who looks a little what's the word? Not shady, but they definitely don't look on the level. Like, I get it's like a tier more official than shady, but not quite shady.
Gotcha.
Where
Gotcha.
they're sort of cloaked. They walk up to you and they just say, "Hello, we've heard you. We're looking into getting a position at the arena."
You see Kamaria sort of like adjust her demeanor as this person is walking over, almost to match them and like match their sort of vibe. And you see her like shoulders slouched and she looks a little more demure and she says, "You heard correctly. Is there anything you can do to help?" And she smiles like very softly.
Yeah. And as you sort of look at them and stare at them more closely, you'll see that under their sort of hood is this very smooth, very pale texture, where you don't recognize it as skin or scales or anything like that. It's just like a smooth, unmoving texture, and when you see them talk, it sort of their face doesn't really bend or adjust. You just sort of hear the voice coming from it.
Interesting.
And it just says, "Excellent. Well, if you can just follow me, we can take you. Oh, sorry, I can take you to the head of this place."
All right. Can I do sort of a preemptive? I want to use one of my abilities, which is ear for deceit.
Sure.
I get really good at
Ear for
detecting
deceit.
lies and falsehoods and concealments.
Okay, sure. Is that something that just happens, or?
So I roll insight, and if I roll under 7, it just counts as an 8. So it's 8
Okay,
plus
perfect.
my insight. So I'm just gonna roll.
Beautiful.
Do I roll on OMM?
That is up to you. If you're rolling elsewhere, you can just tell me what you get.
Gonna add a d20, my modifier to add a 7, and roll. Where did I roll it?
15. Okay, awesome.
15.
You
Awesome.
you rolled an 8, which is what you would have got anyways. Okay, cool. So it doesn't seem like this creature is flying to you. They do seem to want to take you to their leader,
Mhm.
who I guess it would probably be the leader of this place if what they're saying is true, but they're not giving you any indication that they're lying or anything like that. It doesn't. It
Gotcha.
also doesn't seem like they're misleading you or, doing like a lie of omission or anything like that.
Okay.
So it seems fairly forthright.
All right. I will follow this person, and as we're walking, like, what is your name?
I do not use this form of title.
Okay.
You can just refer to me as Cloak.
Very mysterious. I like it. Cloak. I add afterwards, and I keep walking quietly.
Awesome.
And as I'm walking, my eyes are like constantly darting around, just absorbing any detail around me. What's the nearest exit? Is anybody carrying weapons around me? Like, are there any hushed conversations? I'm trying to clock all these details as I'm walking.
Sure. You can roll a perception for me.
Perception. Okay. Dice roller. D20. What is my perception? New character. Ooh, okay. My perception is also a +7, so there you go.
Wow.
Rolled, and that's another 15.
The exact same. Amazing.
Amazing.
Definitely not a bug. Just luck. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think you would see that. Yeah, there are people here with weapons. They don't seem focused on you though. They just seem to be sort of partaking in the merriment and the celebration of this sort of place. It also, curiously enough, for somebody who says they're taking you to like this important place with this important person, you would expect there to be a bunch of bodyguards or something like that, or like some sort of escort other than this one person. But it doesn't seem that there's anyone following you all, or you rather, here. It just seems like the one person, and they don't seem to have any sort of escort or bodyguard or anything like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. You can tell that I'm not a very trusting person. Deeply
Understandable.
mistrusting. Yeah.
You, as you should be. That's what everyone
The
should
guy's
be.
name is Cloak, so yeah.
Yes, yeah. It's very,
If this
very
guy's
much
Cloak,
understandable.
I'm Dagger, so we've got a dynamic going already.
Beautiful. Okay. Boombox. I did it right
Yes.
away. Right?
Yep,
Right off the bat.
immediate. First
Yes.
one, let's go. I love
Okay,
it.
awesome.
In the corner. How many times?
Yeah, we should put up a counter.
It's a ding sound.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess you would be sort of in the crowds, just playing music
Mhm.
and sort of reveling in this whole like event. I
Oh yeah,
think
his chest is pointed upward as music is just booming here. He has turned this into a mini rave in like the 10 feet, 20 feet radius around him.
it's a real boombox. It's
It really is. That's how he's made.
okay. Well, then you would be approached by someone wearing this, sort of sleeveless, uh, like chest armor, with this very large blonde coif
It's a
style.
delinquent biker.
It's exactly a delinquent biker. No overcoat though. Also no motorcycle. But you see sort of attached to their waist, like like reins almost. Not like attached to them, like somebody's using them to ride on, but attached on their waist as though they would maybe put it on another creature or something like that. And they're just kind of like bouncing around to this music you're playing. They seem to be having a good time, and they just say like, "Hey, this music's pretty good. This is some pretty good music. Would you want to play this for maybe like a higher paying group of people?"
The second he hears higher paying, you watch as he immediately like just turns, facing him as now the music is blasting in this man's face. And through that, you just hear, "Ah, hello, salutations. I am Bonebox. What is this higher paying mission that you have for me? I mean job."
Yeah, and as you're saying that, like, when people are like in TV shows or like cartoons or whatever, and they're like going really fast on something, or like something's blowing at them really fast, and like their cheeks and their mouth and everything is like
Yep.
flapping to the sides. That's exactly what's happening here. And but interestingly enough, the hairstyle does not bend at all. It stands through all of this, and yeah. Then he kind of looks at you and says, "Yeah. So yeah, we got higher paying people. The owners of this place, they really wanna they really wanna like boost up the mood in there. It's really cool out here, but they can't come out here because it's not really that safe sometimes, and it costs a lot to hire protection, and it's just easier for them to stay in their office. So we were just wondering if you wanted to come down there and just play music there instead."
Can I incite him? Like,
Sure.
if he is lying to me or messing with this poor harmless machine?
Yeah, 100%.
That is an 11.
11. Okay. You don't get the sense that he's messing with you, but you do get the sense that he's maybe not being 100% forthright.
Boom would just like look further. Like music starts turning down as he like leans in close and he just goes, "Could you perhaps illuminate me with the rest of the job's objectives, so to speak?" And yeah, for a Warforged, he is like chiseled into a very fine-looking face to be presentable to people.
Oh, beautiful. Is there? This is a weird question, but is there like faux skin on his face,
There
or
is no
is it
faux
still
skin.
like very?
It's like a chiseled robot.
He's just a chiseled robot. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so you would, well, not you, but Boom would be looking at this person with almost like an identical amount of chiseling, except this person's face is very much like human. Yeah, sorry, illuminate the details of the job. Yeah, so he will just say, "Oh, yeah, well, I wasn't expecting you to pick up on that, really, but yeah, there's more than just playing music. I can see by the scuffs and the the scuffs and the dents on your form that you're maybe a little more experienced in the adventuring endeavors. So we also sort of wanted somebody for that too. But don't get me wrong, the music is very good."
As he says adventuring, Boom's eye color shifts to yellow, and he just goes, "Ah, you are looking for the Valor configuration, are you? Of course, I would be more than happy to lead the charge. Lead the way."
Sure. Yeah, that sounds very good, very entertaining. Yeah, just follow me, and I'll take you to our boss.
He just does one of the nods and he keeps walking while he's just fist pumping towards the crowd as music's playing.
Beautiful. Awesome. Nidish, what do you think you would be doing during this? Would you be in the middle of officiating something?
I don't know whether where that part of the show has started. I think like how far into the show has it started? Like, have we done the opening act? Are we in the middle of the show? Are we near the end?
Oh, I see. So this is like an ongoing thing. So that there are creatures who operate better at night. There are people who prefer the night and things like that. So this is actually like a 24-hour thing that's just always happening. There's like a schedule that encompasses all sort of time zones and daylight observers.
We love
I
a
think
good
I'm in the-
inclusive place.
Yeah, so I'm in the cross between the athlete's room / infirmary, and on one hand I'm literally helping one person get their fix their leg. I'm not trying to put someone who just went too hard. On the other hand, one of the performers who's like, I don't know if I'm right for right. It's going to be fine. Everyone's nervous the first time they're in a show marriage. But I really am like, really expect this. It's fine. I can see that there's a real care and concern. I can talk about I'm just like getting someone's leg back into a split. It's going to be all right. And just like he's just like there trying to calm down the athlete while ignoring the one who he has to like basically break their leg into a splint. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. No, I'm not using magic. There's going to be a harpoon in the next arena. I'm gonna save my magic for that one. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You've got 3 other legs. You'll be okay. And so yeah, that's basically what he's doing at this point in the infirmary / athlete room.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay. Well, that sounds beautiful to me. Let's see here. Okay, you know what? Okay. So you I guess you don't realize 100% right away because you're sort of talking someone down from their nervousness and their maybe anxiety attack or whatever prior to the show. You don't notice that as you're putting this bone into place into the splint, that bone is just by itself. There's no muscles around it. There's no flesh around it. And as you start trying to apply the splint, you realize that you're just doing this to a skeleton.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I thought you were the centaur from this. I am so sorry. Are you okay?
Oh no! Don't worry about me. That's completely fine. I wanted to get that fixed, and there are not too many chiropractors who work on skeletons, surprisingly. So I appreciate it.
No, of course, definitely. These are good bones. You must have drank a lot of milk back in the time.
Yeah, well, something interesting about me that you might want to know is I was born a skeleton. I was not something that was once alive. I was always just a skeleton.
So were you born with baby teeth or wisdom teeth?
I was born with both.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm sure there's a dentist to help you out there.
He's a shark.
So sorry.
I still have all my baby teeth, and he just reaches into this cavern in his his rib cage, and just takes out this bag of like little baby teeth and just shakes it around and puts it back in.
You're waiting for the tooth fairy to come with a good deal.
Yeah, they say once every 300 years, one fairy does descend from the Feywild in order to trade for teeth. So I have been waiting for this day.
Oh, I hope you get it. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Brother Nidish.
Oh, sure. Yeah, thank you. My name is Bones. No, nice to meet you. I've never met quite a helpful and polite gentleman in the infirmary before.
They're all sweethearts, all that K-pop and all that, but they're all real sweethearts.
No, they're really not. I'm telling you right now, they're really not. But listen, I would like to extend my hand. And he literally extends his hand, and I would just like to offer a chance to repay you for this kindness you've shown me today.
Please don't feel obligated that you have to. He shakes a hand anyway.
Okay, yeah.
But don't feel that you have to do anything to me. It's just at least what my goddess would want from me.
Understood. Well, it's hard to. It's gonna be hard to say, yes or no to what you're saying to me right now. But listen, I'm just gonna offer it anyways. If you want to just follow me, I can take you to the person who normally pays all of the workers here. And,
Good. They haven't paid me yet. I wasn't sure how that was going to be sorted out.
Well-
Yeah, let me help you. Just so you know, put his arm around my neck, support him, and say, "Oh, the arm's not connected anymore. I'm so sorry."
yeah, thank you. The reason you haven't been paid is because I think you just sort of came in and started working. You didn't really talk to anybody about it.
Letter? Oh my God, is that a fake letter?
Well,
Not again.
either way, we appreciate it, and we just wanted to pay it forward. And if you could just come with me.
Yeah. I'm walking him down to wherever he wants to go.
Beautiful. Yeah. And then I think at some point, all three of you would either I don't know if y'all have met each other before. That's up to y'all. You can tell me immediately. Tell me right now. Do you know each other before or no?
I
do
have
not.
spied on them at various points in my career, so I know of them and like their deepest, darkest secret.
How old is Kamira? Your name's Kamira, right?
Kamaria.
Kamaria. How old is Kamaria?
Kamaria is like 42, 50.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know
Yeah.
I might have had your parents get married, but you're older than I am, so that's
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, I haven't met them, but I've heard Bombox play. I mean, how could you not? Like, oh my, I'm a huge fan. Your music's always so great, and they don't. And unlike a lot of other bars, they don't precipitate a bar fight. So nice to meet such a wholesome musician like yourself.
He just waves his hand like this. Just goes, "Ah, salutations! It is always nice to meet such a lovely fan." And he extends a hand out with a piece of paper. As he pulls the hand back, the paper has a small caricature of himself, which is autographed.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. He says,
Anything for a lovely fan.
He puts in his little Rolodex of. He's got a few other autographs from the other performers, but he's put this in the front.
He notices and very much appreciates it.
I look between the two of them and I say, "Sup."
I'm Brother Nadesh. It's so nice to meet you. And
Brother Nadesh, it's so nice to meet you too. I say with like, as if I've never seen you before, and it's like genuine happiness at having met you for the first time. And I turn to Bombbox and I say, "You, of course, are so well known across these alleys. It is so nice to be graced by your presence, finally. Can I get one of those
You
too?"
are the one. Yeah, he is already handing it
Oh,
out
perfect.
before you said it.
I take
And
it
He's just like,
for some
Yeah, go ahead.
handwriting analysis if I ever need to do it in the future.
of course.
I'm just gonna put it away.
It's all a pre-written program. It's fine. And yeah, he just goes, "It is always flattering to meet a fan such as yourself as well. I was not aware that I would be leading the two of you into the charge of valor."
Excuse me?
I look around to the guy who let me in.
I look at my skeleton friend. Cloak, do you have something to say?
Well, we were planning on having the boss explain that, mostly because we don't know too much about it, which is why we didn't really bring it up.
You want us to fight in the arena? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no! I don't think so. If that was the case, we probably would have just known and told you that. We wouldn't have to have you come back here or anything like that.
That would be very bad for publicity. Back to Blue Eyes.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be bad or good. It would just not make sense. I think the other, thousands of people who are out here, doing the various sports. They're not. They don't need to meet the boss, so it doesn't make sense that you would for that. I suppose, but who knows? You can tell us anything.
Well, we're ready when
Go
your
meet the
boss
boss.
is. Mhm.
Okay. Well then, if we just follow the boss here, or follow
Something's
us
happening.
here to the boss. And yeah, there's like a little trapdoor icon thing there to the south of y'all. So if you just click that,
I'm gonna
and
first
then-
walk over and then click on it.
yes, sure, yeah, you can actually press T if you're gonna walk over to it.
Oh, did not know that. I just clicked on it.
So what do I do?
Oh my god, this
I
is
think I've done it,
amazing.
I don't know.
Oh.
Whoa!
Let me just
Oh,
move
oh.
y'all
Yo.
onto the map. Okay, cool.
I
Yeah,
can
so
walk
this
around.
map is a little bigger for the purposes that we need it for, but that's okay.
How do I move my guy? W8?
It's WAST. Yeah.
Oh, love.
This is so cool. So is every
Yeah, you know-
movement like 5 feet or like relative to the map size?
It. You mean like with the WASD?
If you turn the
or-
grid on, it's not 5 feet.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So the grid squares are 5 feet by 5 feet.
Gotcha. The
yeah,
tiles are
but
not.
the movement itself is not.
Got it.
Yeah, and the tiles on like this, the tiles themselves
Mm-hmm.
they're kind of like it's automatic thing. So like you can place them down and they'll autofill. So these ones are not. Like if you
Gotcha.
look at these squares, I don't know if you know what I mean, but basically 4 of those is one actual tile. It's not
Understood.
each
Yeah.
one is a tile.
I see.
This is. I'm just gonna
Those are
take a
really
moment to like geek out about how this is my
Yeah.
first time like using OMM in its like full glory, and I fucking love it.
Oh, no, I'm running this in my games now. This is fun.
The tutorial does not do this.
This is just a template map, yo. I didn't even make this. It's just the template.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at the rugs.
My players are gonna flip out.
Ooh, we're going under the rug. Ooh, it's above us.
Oh,
Yeah.
that real quick.
Oh, I thought that was supposed to be like a fog, like a map of fog. No, a map of water.
Bug works? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. Oh, this is so cool. Can I zoom in?
Yeah, I think it is Control plus your mouse scroll, or Control plus and minus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, and then if it, I don't know if it defaults to toggling this on, but if you go to user settings, so if you press the little OMM button in the top left and go to user settings, the first thing there after volume should say allow unbounded zoom, and then you should be able to like zoom out a bunch or zoom in a bunch. But if that's toggled off, then it limits how much you can actually zoom.
Makes sense. All right, we make our way into this beautiful fucking hallway room. I don't know what to call it. But
Boombox is feeling very good with his decisions, and it's like, I did not know that such a beautiful building was underneath this glorious arena all along. Please take me to your leader.
I thought the VIP box would be above. So
I'm going to make my way over to Chevalier Anna.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So you all enter this like very very grandiose room where there's just random carpets around seemingly for no reason.
It's like a white person went to Kashmir, walked into a textile shop, and was like, "I'll take one of everything." Just put them around their home.
Exactly. Yeah. They're buying it for the novelty and just putting it around because it looks cool. Yeah. So you see a bunch of people. They're dressed very. They all seem to have like a very base uniform, but each of them seems to be sort of customized to their own sort of aesthetic. So you've met one of them before. and this person, has taken off the sleeves of the uniform. The person next to them has this very like Water Nation, I guess, type aesthetic to it. The person to the right does as well, but it's the color palette's a little different, and they have a cape in the back. So everyone has their own sort of unique take on this uniform. And they all seem to be staring at you. As you walk into the room, they seem to be judging you. Other than the ones who've approached you already, they just seem to be scoping you out, seeing. Well, I guess you don't know what they're trying to look for exactly, but they're just giving you the old up and down scope.
I'm doing the exact same to like every single person in here.
I go. This is the one who's named Wilder.
Okay. Yeah. And by the way, you can double right click to ping.
Oh.
I think. Yes.
Yeah, I see it.
Right. Not working.
Yeah. It's a little finicky with the actual visual, but it'll show up in the chat.
No. It worked. Just didn't hang on a pad.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, where's your where's the boss of the Wilder?
Phone box is walking.
Yeah. Right. Well, the boss is all the way up here. As your eyes sort of zoom out from where you were looking originally, you realize that there are stairs that sort of go up to this heightened platform, with sort of three other chairs there. There seem to be two very luxurious red padded chairs where sits Bones as well as Cloak. Probably change the name of. And in the middle, you see this 4-armed skeleton wearing a crown. As it sort of puts its lifeless gaze towards the three of you, you see one eye glowing with this blue sort of cold light, and the other with this red sort of warmer light. As you just feel it, all three of you individually feel that it's looking at each of you.
He's wearing a crown, right?
Yes, he's wearing a crown.
How is it? It's on his head. Fighting us down. A host leading. He is behind his back, thumbs up.
Yeah. I'll do like a half kneel as I see the crown, and immediately just goes, greetings, your majesty. You seem to have 2 more arms than the rest of your compatriots. I can see why you are their leader.
Yes, and as you say that, it sort of crosses its legs, and it like puts two of its arms like under its chin, sort of like thinking and pondering at your speech towards it, and it says, "Thank you. May I ask your names?"
Bombs? I fucked my own name up. Bomb box!
I am Kamaria. It is a pleasure to meet you. And I do like a very quick curtsy.
But in it, and like there's a light.
Awesome. And are y'all at the top of the stairs there, or was that just because you wanted to look?
Oh no. I am here. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, if no one else is approaching, I would have gone.
You are approaching me.
Oh, we're not going? Okay. Yeah,
Okay, awesome. No, I was just asking more for case. Yeah, okay.
In case you had to roll initiative right away.
In case, just to see,
I mean, in that case, I'd want to be up close. In
that case, I'd be like, I'd like to be at the entrance. That's just my guy.
I'd like to do it in smiting distance.
Awesome. Yeah. So, you all three of you introduce yourselves, and he just sort of says, "I hear the three of you have been making wave, one of you creating beautiful music and energizing the crowd, one of you out of the goodwill of your heart, healing people in the arena, people who are injured, and also helping with the show marriages, whatever that, if I'm reading my notes correctly.
That's just for this show. Most of the time I work with actual marriages, either officiating or as a marriage counselor. Heal the body, heal the heart, as the goddess.
Right, yes, goddess. Very good. And one of you just showing general interest in us, asking questions about us, making us feel important and wanted, and seems like what we're doing here is causing appreciation in you, so we just wanted to bring you here and let you know that we appreciate you three.
Oh, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. I am here because I would like to eventually join this fine establishment in some supporting role or another, if you'd have me, Your Majesty.
Is there like a dude like near him who's just like, a guard or something?
So the things on your left and right are actually just statues, if you look close enough at it.
Yes.
I think the closest thing to there being guards here would be like 6 plus 3, the 9 individuals to like the south of you, as well as like maybe Bones and Cloak, perhaps.
I will just, in that case, like while I'm still like half knelt down, I'll just drop one of my autographs on the ground and stand back up.
It's just
Gotta hustle.
it's killing me that this is the thing you just have on you.
How else do I spread my brand?
I imagine
it.
100% correct.
I imagine it being like, one of those invoice printers, like you have a roll that you have to refill every night before you go to
Yeah,
bed so that there's
exactly.
enough paper
That's
to
exactly
generate.
what I pictured.
Yeah.
And as you're
Beautiful.
talking and you're getting ready to like sign your autograph, like you can hear that for printing sound.
Yep,
Like-
it's like,
Mm.
I love it. Amazing.
Beautiful. Amazing. Yeah. Okay. So it will address the question and it will say, yes. Well, their voices are mixing up, but yes. On the topic of jobs and hiring, we can hire you. There is, in fact, a job we've done immediately, if that is something you three are interested in taking.
yes!
But what are the specifics of this job?
Well, underneath the Colosseum, it is a little bit of a home for a creature. It's a very large creature. You'll notice, even in this room, you'll see, some lighting elements, even though we are not connected to the open daylight at all, and it's not fire. It just seems to be magic. And
Fascinating.
we get a lot of the things here in this Colosseum. The reason it's done so well is because we have received a blessing from the creature below. It is a very caring and kind creature and enjoys the spirit of contests. However, recently we have been having issues. Not with it, but we have been having a lot of issues with the magic that is coming from it. We have random times where some of the lights change on and off, flickering, if you will. Sometimes animals, creatures above get scared, almost as though, some sort of presence is affecting them. And it's getting a little harder to control a lot of the things around here. Seems to be some sort of element of unpredictability where it was a very smooth operation for a very long time until recently.
Right.
So we were hoping somebody brave and capable, who is also not part of my immediate team to go down and check it out. And if it is something that the creature is doing on purpose, perhaps find out why and see if you can get them to stop or make them happy if they're unhappy or yes.
Right.
Excuse me, Your Majesty. Why can you not send any of your fine compatriots here to look into this matter?
I
Well,
turn to Bombbox and I say, I think the Majesty was being kind. The word you're looking for is disposable.
No.
I
no.
do not think I am disposable. Do you?
I turn back. Well, why
I
us?
wouldn't call them disposable. Maybe recyclable, but never disposable.
I would not once refer to anyone as disposable.
I am not biodegradable.
I merely have a very short, or not short, but I merely have a very tight staff, and missing any one of them would cause very great inconvenience for the team until they come back, which is why I decided to find someone else. But, however, this is merely a request and not an order. If it is.
Does this quest pay?
Yes, of course.
Right.
Sentient is not the state. Mentioned it has some form of magic or at least light powers.
What's his favorite genre of music?
Well, its favorite genre of music, which is the first one that gets replied to, apparently. Is it? We've not really seen it observe this art form, but if we were to guess, it does like there's quite a bit of thrumming and humming from its cavern. So maybe something more orchestral or something along those lines, something more harmonic. I immediately forgot every other question, so if you don't mind repeating it.
What can you tell us about the creature? Like, it's sentient and it speak normally. What is it?
Yeah,
Yes.
what is it?
So as to what it is, I don't know. However, it is sentient. It can communicate either by speaking or by thoughts. It also really, even though it is underground, it's a very superstitious creature and believes in, the prophecies of constellations and things like that.
You've never met the creature?
Me? No, this creature has been here far longer than I have been. King of
How
this
do you know
world.
it's even a creature?
Well, just through hearsay, I suppose.
Do you recall the original terms of agreement that this creature had with the original purveyors of this establishment?
Well, we have a second-hand summary of it, which is we will not bother it. We will respect its wishes, and we will just purvey or propagate its beliefs.
You broke up,
Pardon?
Chirag.
What are those beliefs, by the way?
Oh, just like the spirit of competition and things like believing in things foretold by fortune tellers if they use stars as the medium of their fortune telling. It's very specific, to be honest, but we've never ignored a single one. If one of them says love is on the horizon, then we go out, we make it happen. It's two of us and we can't find someone, then we make it happen. Me and Bones here, we have been in a long-standing, stable relationship for many years because one fortune teller said that we would find love within 30 days. We did.
I hope we're very happy together. Remember, love is always on that.
Very
Just
low,
see-
lovely violin starts playing.
Bones just gives a thumbs up. This is the sign of the global sign of affection.
True.
Just a couple of skeletons.
The yeah. Kamaria is going to look between the Emperor, Bones, and the rest of the people in here and say, is there anybody alive or around? Forgive me, is the term alive? Is there anybody around who has seen or
Even Bond's looking
interacted
at you.
with this creature in the past?
the tiptoeing around that was amazing. You see this, one of them, this dwarf, the bottom right here, just kind of says, "I have, yes."
Very good hearing. I look back at the dwarf.
Thank you. Everyone in the room is silent. There's only minimal noise from the Coliseum entering here, so it's actually pretty easy. It's pretty much like you're standing right next to me.
Good to know.
Starts walking over. Salutations! Could you please give me your information?
Okay, and now that you've walked closer, I'm now realizing that in fact you are just a very loud people. Well, yes. I interacted. Admittedly, I was younger. I don't know how to explain exactly what I saw, but I saw a very bright, glowing creature with, I think it was wings. I'm not sure if they were just really big claws that were around, and it was spreading them out like wings, but I thought they were wings anyways. And it spoke in this very calming voice, but it was really weird because it's a very calm voice, but it was saying things like only the fittest will be able to win, and strength is important in certain contexts, things like this. Very, 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 it was a very odd experience, to be honest.
Any indication that it might be violent? If it's not a peace?
I don't think so. I didn't get that sort of vibe that it needed to enforce anything through violence. It definitely understood that it was doing us a favor, so I think the only threat really would be, if we disobeyed it or if we showed it some sort of disrespect, it would just no longer help us.
Right.
And the path down to it, not dangerous. Path to slug monsters.
Well, no traps, I don't think.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
have an ear for deceit.
Yeah.
So the minimum I can roll is a 15, but I can. Do you
Roll
mind if
higher.
I roll
Definitely
directly?
higher.
It's
Yeah, 100%.
okay. Well, that is a natural one, so 15.
Beautiful. 15. Okay. So you get the sense that it's not a safe path. This person, they're not trying to hide it, but they're also not trying to dissuade you from going. So they're being kind of roundabout about it.
Right. What is your name? I smile.
My name is Chidi Jabori, but you can call me Jabori.
Chidi Jabori. Dwarf to dwarf, and I stroke my beard gently. We would want to protect our own kind, yes? Have each other's backs? In
English
this.
in Dwarvish or in English?
Oh, in
Yeah,
Dwarvish.
common.
Sorry.
Okay.
I should have clarified that.
Okay, yeah. Sure. Well, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been I've been abandoned and like mistreated by my own kind for many years. But besides that, no, that's irrelevant. I'm just trying to let y'all know that there's no traps there. There probably are monsters. That part, that's just a part of life.
Right.
There's a big strong monster down there. That means other smaller monsters are probably going to be capitalizing on like, the byproducts of its power. That's just a thing that happens in the world, probably, right?
Right. And there's nothing else you're keeping from us? I give him like a stink eye.
Not intentionally.
Okay, good. So more about this creature. I start speaking in common again.
Not weird at all for us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kamaria doesn't seem like, when people are talking in a language that other people don't understand, and you're just like, okay, cool. She doesn't give a shit that that's happening to the two of you right now. She turns back and says, "There will be monsters down there that we'll need to be careful of. But is there any other question you'd like to ask, brother?"
I guess, is there a map provided? Journey should be fence, or is it be there and out in the...
I can shelter you from the elements by raising my hands around you.
I want you to feel sheltered in my arms as well. He brings them.
He'll lift you up as just moves you around a little, puts you back down. That one is free of charge.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did see your BardCon price list for a hug. It was 10 gold coin pieces.
What? I believe that was a mass slander. You must have been talking to my competition.
Of course.
Problem, but one person starts offering free hugs, charge anything they think.
I respect the small business hustle, so you do what you must.
Do not worry, compatriots get free hugs.
You hear this tiefling from over here just kind of repeat this under their breath. It's hard being a bard. They're coming to this realization. It's hard being a bard.
Amazing.
It is. I can hear you almost as if you are next to me.
and they kind of just like, oh, sorry, didn't mean to think out loud. And then they just kind of resume their standby position.
Are there any other people in here who may be able to provide more information about this creature?
Have some equipment for us to traverse down with.
If you're just kind of looking around, I would say you can roll a perception check, maybe. But yeah, we'll say that first.
I have a
or
thing.
If you're saying it out loud. Oh.
I have eye for detail, and I can make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues. And I know that's more specific to like looking around, but do you think that something like that would apply here?
Eye for detail, starting at 3rd level, you have bonus action.
If I'm reaching, fine. You can tell me. Okay, cool.
I mean, I don't think it makes a difference, right? Because it's still a perception check.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just... I just wanted to say it was my ability.
Do it in combat.
As a bonus action.
Yeah, as a bonus action. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I rolled a 17, hey.
Oh, hey, okay. Yeah, so actually, where are they? Here. This person over here, you'll notice that on their sort of plate, like their breastplate, they have kind of what looks to be like these dots that are connected by lines. And I would say just because I rolled 17, like it would probably be more clear given the context that these might be constellations. They definitely look like them, but none that you recognize from like your general knowledge of them. I don't think, unless you want to roll like Arcana or like history maybe. Yeah.
History? Arcana. Okay. Should be the
either
same.
one, whichever you want.
It's the same.
I would
Oh,
like to give her bardic inspiration.
I
Oh,
save it.
Okay.
Because I mean, you can if you want. Can I use it later?
No,
I
it
think
only
it's
lasts
a
10 minutes,
10
but I'll
minutes.
save it.
Because I roll like a 21. So
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You're self-inspired.
I'm gonna strut over to this fellow over here, and
yes.
I just expect my compatriots to follow. I don't say anything. My eyes dart around for a second. I notice the constellations, and I just start walking over to them.
Perfect. Cool. They kind of just kind of waddle around. You get the sense that they don't have like a full range of movement in this armor. It's very very like full armor. Like there's the joints are not well articulated, and they're struggling to kind of move around in it. But they just kind of say, hello.
Hello.
You seem uncomfortable.
Yes, this no, they got I'm kind of new here. They got us these new uniforms, and I've just not broken this one in yet.
Early armor trick.
Sure, I may take you up on that. But can I help you? I feel like I might get in trouble being the new person and just talking and socializing.
It's we just have a few questions, and we're actually helping your establishment as it is, so I don't think you'll be in any trouble. You said this armor plate, it's new to you. It didn't belong to you before.
Well, it belongs to me now, but like I'm new, so it was just kind of made for me.
Right. And the constellations came pre-installed?
Oh, no.
Pre-forged?
So they kind of ask us, they ask us for like how we want our armor to be specified once we sort of reach past the initial, guard stage. Like we don't have the standard armor anymore. Now that we're kind of higher up in this job.
Could you tell us a little bit about the significance of the constellations on your armor? They're very beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this armor is actually, so our family has a bunch of, how do you say, like, links, I guess, links to a couple of very famous seers in the past, and this was just one of the constellations that brought people a lot of good luck before.
Interesting. These seers, could you tell us a little bit more about them?
Oh, sure. Well, they were just sort of people who could make little. Listen, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They're not like the most amazing. Like, well, prophecy for this kingdom, it's gonna fall unless you follow these 8 simple steps. It's more for like smaller things. Hey, if somebody is going through some sort of trouble or some sort of ailment, they would be able to figure out how to get that medicine from them using these sort of smaller scale prophecies.
Interesting. And what about the creature on this constellation? Could you tell us a bit more about?
Oh, sure.
What it
Yeah,
represents?
and they'll move like their little shoulder cover thing off so you can see like the full thing. And it seems to be like, well, here, let me draw it for you. Oh no. Okay, yeah, wait. Brush. Right.
What am I looking at?
Hold on. I draw it still.
I feel like a
Okay,
5-year-old being given a lot of candy right now. This is so excited.
Okay, so there's like one thing like that, one thing like that, one thing like that, right? Okay, then there's another thing like this, another thing like this, another thing like this, and this. And then when you join it all together, down, Definitely not a creative. Okay. And that, okay, so that's.
Is that a foot? No.
I think
He's angry.
Oh, is it
My,
like a? Am I looking at it sideways?
Honestly, I'm trying to figure it out at this point. But it's here. Hold on. Let me.
Well, this is the neck.
You know what? Let me erase.
Like this is the neck.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
That's my perception too.
Okay.
like I thought this was like part of a bear and like chopped it with.
Okay. Hold on. Let me.
Then I got
Let me redo this. This is not my best.
It's okay.
work
Take
here,
your
okay?
time, Dushan.
Let's just make this a little. Let's just do it completely different. Make it a little more clear. Okay. Okay. This is our new simplified version. I was trying to do like a
Oh.
side profile before, but now
oh,
I think
it's
that was the wrong player.
A for effort is what I'll say. Cause
Thank you.
Indeed.
yeah. So it looks like a bird of some sort, like a big.
Would I be able to do like a check to know if I can partially recognize what kind of creature this is?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You can do a nature check, maybe. Nature or I think Arcana would also work. In terms of this sort of context.
All the same for me.
Nice.
9.
9, beautiful. I mean, yeah, I guess it kind of looks like some kind of creature with wings, maybe like a
It
flying
looks like a
snake.
creature with wings.
If you're looking at it like 1-to-1, maybe with a 9, this is more appropriate. It just looks like a flying snake. It must be a flying snake. It has the long noodle body and 2 wings. What else could it be?
It has a long little body. What else could it be? It has to be a flying snake.
Hold that thought. We'll come back to it if we don't have any better guesses. And I turn to Brother Nidesh.
He's got another little pad of paper, pad and pen, sketching it as best he can. It might be relevant, right? If we, I'm so glad you said. I was thinking, what's this? Yes, can I help you?
No. Can I use what I know so far, which is that it has something to do with divination, right? Fortune telling. And it has something to do with like celestialness, like stars and whatnot.
And competition.
And competition, yeah, but like it's celestial, but like encourages competition.
Clearly very old.
Very old, and a bird-like creature. Could I, with everything I know so far, can I do like a history or an arcana or something to figure out what it might be, or what's like the closest thing in history to it?
Yeah. I think Arcana's fine. Arcana or history. If they're both the same, then just let me know which one.
It is the same. I'll say Arcana, and I rolled an 18. So
18. Wow.
that is a 22.
Yeah. Okay. So if you don't mind, just rerunning for me what you know, I guess.
Yeah. So we know that it is got something to do with divination, like fortune telling and whatnot. It covets bravery. It expects bravery and strength and valor seemingly from its devotees. It has wings. It's bird-like, has wings, and has something to do with celestial in nature. Like it's like starry and astral, maybe, right? So those are things that I've picked up so far.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I think.
And light,
I don't know if you
right? It's mad.
Yeah. Cool. So I don't know if you would be able to know exactly what it is, but I think you probably may have heard stories about creatures that are maybe similar to this, or something that is very what's the word I'm looking for? Like stories that remind you of something like this, I guess. Maybe not this creature exactly, but creatures similar to this in their theme or like aesthetic. You would know that there are like a couple of creatures who maybe are born into this world either by belief or either by just like an ideal that sort of um, takes form and becomes gets an actual physical embodiment. So this kind of sounds similar to that, where this might just be like the living interpretation of some kind of oath or creed or ideal.
Right. I will.
Usually these things are like created by like a god who's like, hey, I want this thing I really believe in to have some sort of enforcement and guidance. So they kind of put these things here in order for them to sort of guide things a certain way.
Gotcha. Oh, the way it looks while I'm like, this is the visual of me figuring all of this out. It's very much season one of the BBC Sherlock show. Right, I'm going into my mind palace, and there's like text all around me, and like the images are forming together, and like my eyes are squinted closed, and then I open it and I say, "Here's what I know," and I just tell them.
You've been standing silent for 2.5 minutes. I've had to apologize to everyone. Just like, it's fine. I guess. Okay.
Yeah. In a very snappy voice, I say, "Don't talk to me. I'm in my mind palace." and then eventually I snap my eyes open and I say, well, here's what I know. I've heard of it before.
Beautiful.
I whisper over to Brother Nedish and just like, I do not believe she knows what a snake is.
It is. It could be a snake, it could be a bird, but it is almost the embodiment or it is the manifestation of an oath. There's stories about this in the past, and that's about as much detail as I can give you in this moment.
So it's not Lugia from the Pokemon. Okay.
Okay.
Bomb just loses his mind. He's in his mind palace trying to figure out what the snake looks like.
Either way, we should
get
tell
going.
Bone King. We should apologize to the Bone King when we leave, and then lead on to the objective. Hopefully.
Oh,
Awesome.
right. Yes, let's do that.
Apologies.
Sorry, Your Majesty. Bows. We are on our way. Can you direct us, or tell us someone can give us direction?
Well, you don't need to worry about that because we have the entrance in this room, this very room, right here.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, if you check the carpet, underneath the carpet, south of us, you will see that it is an entrance to this
Oh no.
temple, this place
Oh
that
no.
we've created for this monster, creature. And yeah,
does it slip up? Does the Emperor say that, or is that a Dushan slip up?
You know what? I'm gonna say yes.
Hold on a minute. I look up at said Emperor.
Holy shit!
As I'm stepping down, before I do, I'm still on the old. Like, did you call it a monster?
Yeah. You need to get here quick.
Get here quickly!
It was an accident. We tend to talk about things in the past as though they were large, unthinkable creatures. I apologize. It's
I for deceit!
Okay, yeah, go for it.
This is
I rolled an 11. That makes it 11? A plus 7. Yeah, so...
I don't think this...
18. For insight.
Oh, you rolled 11 on the dice.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You get the sense that it was just like you don't get the sense that this person knows that there's anything like terrible or horrible about the creature, but you just get the sense that the things they've heard makes it so like unfathomable that they have a hard time referring to it as like a creature or like another living being instead of like monsterifying it.
I squint at the Emperor and then I make my way down.
Okay, very cool. You can take that portal down.
I am geeking out. Silently geeking out.
Okay.
I'm not even a Warforged and I'm malfunctioning it. How cool
Yeah.
that is.
Yo! Oh my god! Ah, it's animated!
Why were you wasting time when you could have been here?
Could have been down in these tunnels instead of talking to the skeleton
Holy
king.
shit!
How doomed we are. It's amazing.
Wait, I can
Okay,
pick
this
this up?
is incredible.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Something there is probably pick upable. Yeah.
Pick
unlocked
up.
everything.
E.
There you go. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so
You can take one too.
descend this sort of trapdoor.
Oh,
It's not really a. Well,
Oh, no.
it's a
We're
X
breaking the
exit drop,
dungeon.
by the way.
I don't know how to put it down.
It's a X.
I found
exit.
Yeah,
No, it'll stay with you unless you press X.
I did.
Beautiful. Nice.
Is that where it was before? Okay.
Something,
Don't try to
something
pick
like
things
that.
up. I have learned.
Beautiful.
Do not pick things up.
That's okay. It's like a very common thing. People like they see the prompt and they're like, "Ah, let's do it." Yeah.
Glad we're
awesome.
playing
So,
right
yes.
into.
Right into the ad. So you descend these stairs under the carpet, which I mean there was not even a trapdoor above it actually. So you're kind of amazed that you didn't fall in when you stepped in the carpet. But yeah, you walk down the stairs, and at first it seems kind of like this roughly hewed staircase and cave. But very shortly after, maybe about like 5 minutes of walking, you enter the stone cavern, the stone hallway rather, that seems to stretch endlessly forward, lit by these sort of magical torches on both sides of you. What do you?
I pick up a torch. Because I can.
Okay. Yeah. So you pick up a torch.
I do the same.
You pick up a torch.
Not that I need it. I have dark vision, but.
I don't.
I don't pick one up because I can very easily. Who's been
Yeah.
these torchlights?
Beautiful. So yeah, I mean, you don't even need dark vision. It's like pretty well lit down here.
Oh, then we're good. Yeah.
As we're walking ahead into the sort of endless tunnel, are there any like diverging pathways, like anything that goes to the left or the right? I'm gonna. Yeah, go on.
Okay. You can. How would you be looking for it? I guess would you just be looking around, or?
Can I use like I know I can just do this, but my eye for detail allows me to uncover hidden creatures, objects, uncover clues or stuff like that. So could I use that to sort of just I'll walk close to the walls and I'll like lean in. Can I hear the whistles of trapped air on the other side? Like I'm looking for like any cavities in the wall, any loose stone, stuff like that. Just
okay.
trying to
Yeah.
find my
Awesome.
way.
So I guess what I was asking for was like if you're just walking and looking, I would say you can roll perception. But if you're like searching and doing a more intricate sort of examination where you're, pressing things or making very close, high detailed inspections, you can roll investigation.
Weirdly, just perception is better for me. But
I'm going to be
investigation.
using Divine Sense. Thing for this.
Sure, yeah. So you do that, and it's like within 60 feet, right? So you don't get any sort of ping off of that.
Well, good news. We're not being ganged up by the 2-3.
Yeah,
Bad
I
news.
you know what I would say actually though, even though you don't get like a creature alert or anything, like you don't get a push notification on your phone for like creatures, you do get the sense that you're on some sort of like blessed ground or like hallowed ground.
Oh,
There's
the
like
Untitled living one
ASMR
now.
as well. The audio is amazing.
There was like nice ASMR in the other one.
Yep, yep. I rolled an 18 plus 4, 22.
22. Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, you know, it's gonna make I'll walk for a real long time before looking for stuff, but yeah, you notice. Did y'all end up picking up the torches, by the way?
I
Or
did.
Did you? You did. Okay,
I
perfect.
said I had one.
Yeah,
Okay, awesome.
I'm the only one who did.
Okay, great. So
I'm
as
just
you,
justifying
sort of drop
carrying
down-
it on my sprite, so.
Yeah, right. You notice, you know, as you're sort of inspecting the walls and things like that, every now and then, periodically, almost, you know, almost every set period of time, you see the same sort of crack in the wall on like the right side, and then, you know, here and there you notice a couple of torches that are off or missing rather, and it doesn't stick out to you right away, but maybe after like, well, you know what? Maybe it does stick out to you because 18's pretty high. After like the second time you see this, you notice that the torches that are gone are the exact same sort of pattern as where you took the torches from, and then around that sort of area where you took the torch from, you'll notice that between like the torch, shoot, what's it called? Like the sconce, right? Where you took the torch from. Directly past it, there is like this large sort of blank face on the wall. Where, you know, some of them have like shelves, some of them have little like iconography in it. You notice this very plain blank brick wall there, and you notice that there are some gaps in between like the stone on that particular brick wall.
I call over my paladin friend.
Hi.
I say, brother, can you sense anything divine or fiend? Can you sense anything across these walls?
I see my divine sense. No, it's much shorter. You'd have to see. I'll cast it again.
Okay. If you cast it again, same sort of thing. Nothing within 60 feet. However, you are still on like hallowed ground.
Okay.
Is there like a hole in this wall? Like any like opening or gap?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I don't know if you pointed out to them, but
I do.
Kamar, you do. Okay. So yeah, between some of the stones, there is like a gap that's not like, you know, there's no like cement or grout or whatever inside. It's just, you know, stone that's kind of stacked on top without anything securing it.
Mm-hmm.
Must have noticed this stone cutting.
I must have. I'm going to.
Like I can try and break through, but I don't know if it doesn't clever way past this.
Alright. As someone who's never played a stone dwarf before, let me do a quick. What can I do?
It just gives you a plus to the history.
Yeah.
You know about stone.
Oh, stonework lord, love that. Yeah, I am going to just first I'll check for traps because I'm a rogue, right? Even though they said there's no
Sure.
traps. Like I said, I don't trust nobody, so
Yeah,
Including the walls.
Exactly. You can do perception or investigation. Sounds like investigation to me. If you're like going up to it and looking for a trap on this particular wall.
I rolled a 6,
Beautiful.
but
This wall is
my
trap-free.
total
Oh,
is
okay.
is 10.
This wall is trap free.
That's
There's
believable.
not even a shadow of a doubt.
Amazing. I am going to start like using my innate connection with the stonework around me, start like taking a few of the bricks apart so we can make our way through. Because you said they're not secure, right? They're just loosely stacked.
They're not secured. They're kind of loosely stacked.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I would like to make a suggestion.
oh, go
Let
on.
us not have you do the heavy lifting while we have Brother Ned in there. And also, how about I make you a little more sneaky so when we open the wall, you can go have a look and tell us if everything is tip top.
Help, whether it's pulling the bricks out or just everything.
And when I pick it up, you notice that I'm not very strong. Like, um, I'm like, this is my ancestry. Okay, yeah, you should do it. I step back.
Oh, that's gonna be as buff as Bomba.
I will go and cast invisibility on Kamaria
Nice.
so that she can scout once the wall opens.
Brother Nadesh, could you do me the favor of opening up the area?
Doing my best. You want me
I
to
am
roll
helping him.
So some of the bricks are a little bit heavier. If you don't mind just rolling like an athletic check for me.
Do I get the health action?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can roll with advantage for sure. Or you can both roll separately. It's up to you.
I would give him advantage.
Okay.
Plus 6. I think max.
Are you doing the in-game roll?
Oh,
Wow,
Oh.
16.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, with a 16, I would say that's fine. You know, they're big, but they're not like massive or anything like that. It's just very inconvenient. So yeah, you're able to stack them up aside and like kind of clear this sort of wall, I guess. But as you sort of take, maybe what looks to be like the heaviest brick, and place it down, you see it kind of sparks where it hits the ground or the other brick or whatever you're placing it on top of. And whatever candles and torches are in that area, the flames start to swirl.
oh no.
And they swirl kind of on top of the brick. And you start to see in this swirl this like gap that looks kind of like two sort of eyes and like a bigger gap underneath. It looks like kind of like this mouth, as you say, or you hear. Who has moved the sacred stones? And you see this mass of like fire
Oh,
appear.
oh my god, that is very cool.
Salutations, I am Boombox.
Says, yes, I'd like to know the name. I pray.
are you
behind
okay?
y'all,
Well, good, I'm a priest. I can...
or not behind y'all, but like south of y'all, another one kind of
Oh,
spawns as
shit.
you're shouting these banter.
Look, the congregation grows.
Yes.
I mean,
The congregation grows!
And yeah, y'all can roll initiative.
Ayo, let's go.
You're
Oh.
invisible, Kamaria.
Oh, I am I mean,
yeah.
I gotta
Yeah,
attack. So
Yeah. So what you can do, if you ever want to like make yourself invisible, is if you're controlling a character, or control a character, so I can actually think. If you above the chat box, there are like 4 symbols there, right? There's a chat box symbol, there's the sheet symbol, and there's a smiley face that's called the character studio.
animation.
Yeah, so it's like to the left of animation. Character studio, and if you go to effects after you click that, you can actually change your opacity, so you can make yourself invisible, the opposite of invisible. I guess
You can
invisible.
also become big.
Yeah, you
That
can
is
become big. You can
so
rotate yourself
cool.
if you're taking a nap.
Oh my god, look at these effects. Sorry, I got totally this. I love this so much. Look at this.
Yeah, dude. Beautiful.
It's under animation, so it's like one right of character studio.
The top right, character studio, and then effects.
Animation.
Yeah,
Then we can just turn opacity down in effects.
we've been getting a lot of like new animations. Like we went a really long time without getting animations, and then over the past like month, there are so many new and like cool colored ones.
Yeah, these
Yeah, I
are
don't know.
amazing. Is there one for Fireball yet? Cause
Yeah, I think if you
Says
type
the
in-
rogue.
yeah, there's like, I mean, it's not like Fireball per se, but oh yeah, there is actually a Fireball one.
oh,
You can also,
dude.
so, yeah, they're default set to be placed on yourself, but if you look like above there, it says self and position. If you click
Hmm?
position, it'll actually just go wherever you click.
Oh my god, that is super 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 cool.
Yeah,
found
and
mine.
then-
Oh yeah, there
Yeah,
you
look
go.
at
For every time you, I love it.
Yes.
I think there's also like Bardic Inspiration on there as well. It might be called something else, but yeah,
There's a
just
couple
call
of
it
useful
Inspiration.
there. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, you can actually just place that on people. So if you set it to like repeat instead of once, like position, you can like put it on like a person, and then it'll just follow them around when they move.
Oh.
And I
Brother.
can put that on other people.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
put it on other.
How do I position?
So if you go to the animation thing, and browse, and then you like navigate to whatever you want
Like
to do.
this. I see it. Yep.
Yeah. And then you go to position instead of self. Like near the top above the search bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn it off. Yeah. Just put it in the left.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh. That scared me.
I'm gonna put a divine glow on you, Brother Nidesh. It only seems appropriate. There you go. Okay, initiative, right? We are playing D&D.
I forgot.
Playing dungeons. Playing with the dungeons and the dragons.
Dungeons and fire elementals. Okay. Rolled a 15. I have a +5 to initiative. That makes it a 20.
Awesome. Let me make sure both of these people are here. Oops. Okay. Raised everyone. Beautiful. Add to initiative. Add to initiative.
Oh, what's that? I see.
Oh, very cool. I see it.
It normally starts by default on, but I had two of the same NPCs, so it didn't realize one of them. Like I didn't realize to put two there. Awesome, cool. Okay, so I think Kamaria rolled a 15 plus something.
5. 20.
Okay, awesome. What did everybody else roll?
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 1. Well, I rolled a 2
Ah.
minus 1.
Oh, no.
Okay, awesome. That is perfect because the other two are definitely between 17 and 1. Also, just to confirm, it was Bohm that rolled the 17 and Nidish rolled the
Correct.
1? Okay, cool.
Correct.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, okay, cool. So, whoops. Oh no, I found it. Fuck. Okay.
Let's go.
Cool. Okay. Well, it is Kamaria's turn, and I guess this can be a surprise round, if you want it to be. So you'll just go twice, I suppose.
Oh.
Actually,
Awesome.
wait. That's not how D&D works.
Yeah.
You just get advantage. You get advantage because you're
She
invisible.
gets a free sneak attack.
It's a free
I get a
sneak
free
attack.
sneak attack. Very cool. Not that I need it right now, but I am going to make my way over
Gee,
to.
I would make you invisible next time.
No, the advantage. I love the advantage.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way to the one closest. This perpetual flame.
Okay. Yeah.
And
you should be able to move. I think. Yeah, you should be able to move.
yeah, I
Your
can't
turn.
go closer towards it. Like this is the closest I can get to it.
Yeah, there's an
because it
invisible
takes
wall
the
right
whole. I think it takes up the whole space. Or yeah, there's an yeah. Okay, I am going to.
Okay.
I'm going to say, under my breath, sorry, Bombbox, and I'm gonna take my rapier out and just like with a very simplistic flourish, just stab at this creature. But
Oh, I
Okay,
thought you were
yeah.
gonna stab me.
oh yeah, this is the red
Sorry.
bedding. I'm
Like
like.
personal, kid.
Uh,
Personnel.
okay, that
Big
was an
personnel.
11. plus what do I have? Plus 8 to hit, so 19.
19. Oh yeah, that hits for sure. 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My strength is so low because I dumped all of it into
Gotcha.
dexterity. But yeah, that is, I guess that drops invisibility.
Mhm.
But that, so sneak attack. So that is 1d8 plus 5 plus 3d6. All right.
Okay. Awesome.
1, 2, 3, and a d8. That's 20 total points of, no, 20 plus 5, 25 points of damage to this, piercing damage to the creature.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
As a rogue, what can I do? I have cunning action. Yeah.
That means you can like disengage and then move away so they can't immediately.
Yeah.
Accurate.
These are all facts.
Yeah.
I will use my bonus action to disengage and go. Oh, my opacity is full now.
Nice. Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I would say. How much did you do? 20 or 26?
25 to this
25. Oh, perfect.
this
Yes.
person.
So yes, this thing is you stab at it and then you see these little spurts of like flame pop off of it, and just right away it's not doing great. It's not doing the best right now.
Say ah! And I'm away. That's my action.
Cool. Great. Next is Bone.
All right. For my action, I would like to cast Dissonant Whispers on the Perpetual Flame on my left.
Okay.
So that would be a Wisdom saving throw for it, as I just whisper into its psyche. It's time to put a flame out. Would you like to run away? Please do.
Okay, awesome. Saving throw. Okay, cool. This is just don't have a modifier for that. Pretend the other one rolled. It's a 10.
10 fails.
You're one of those people who puts their spellcasting stat at full blast. Okay.
I'm a bard. What do you want?
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, cool. Sweet. Does it take any damage or?
Yes, it takes 12 psychic damage, and
Awesome.
it has to use its reaction to move as far away from me as possible.
As far away. Oh, on his turn, yeah. Or.
Reaction.
No, right? Reaction. He's doing it.
Oh,
Right.
reaction. Okay, beautiful. Awesome. As far
So
away
he should
from you
pass
as-
by
Wait.
Kamaria.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean it's just gonna go all the way to the end.
Can
Who's
I
this?
reaction attack of opportunity?
Yeah, everyone who would have been able to can certainly do that.
think
So
it's
both
just
of us.
No, I mean I was next to it as well.
Yeah.
The
you
one
were.
at the bottom. I can-
Yes.
Oh, I see.
D20.
Charles,
Oh, yeah, you're on the right there.
Would I have had my weapon out? I was removing bricks. I don't have my weapon out.
I am not going to be strict about that. So if you want to take it, you 100% can.
Let's go. Yeah,
Where?
14.
14 hits. Yeah. 14
Okay.
hits.
Is 9 points. Just
Nine,
a sword.
Nice.
Okay, awesome.
I also rolled
Uh,
a 14.
You also rolled a 14, so that hits
Yeah.
as well.
That is a 5 plus 5. 10 points of damage. Piercing.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, this one is not doing great. This one is also not doing great anymore. So, nice.
I will then use my bonus action to give bardic inspiration to Brother Nathan.
Okay, beautiful.
And I will move. Oh, wait, I can't move down, so I'll just move to the right. I will move here. And that is my turn.
Okay, nice. It is going to be one of their turns. What it's going to do is it just got really hurt by one person, and it's not too happy about its prey fighting back because it's a bully, I suppose. So it's going to move one space towards Maria, and
Alright,
it is
alright.
going to attack you by merely reaching its hand out and hoping that its hand is hot enough to hurt.
Oh, so it's a saving throw?
No, it's just gonna touch you with its very hot hand, and that is a 12. Yeah.
That misses.
Okay. Well, that's its turn.
Baby,
The
no!
sadness.
Does Dissonant Whispers persist, or is that just a one-time thing?
It's done.
It's done.
Just made
Okay,
him run
awesome.
once.
So this one is going to come up behind
Ah,
Mario,
fuck, okay.
and it's going to do the exact same thing. It's just going to reach out and try to touch you and burn you.
Time to find out you use.
Yes, but I do not, because
That hits. An
we don't
18
need to.
hits.
18 hits. That's beautiful. Wow, I'm so happy with it. Okay, cool. So that's full fire damage. Just make sure I'm using the right stats here. I almost did not. Cool. So that is gonna. Oh no, I rolled pretty high. That is a 12. 12 fire damage.
Don't say oh no while smiling.
Oof. Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, awesome. And now, maybe like your cape or something is on fire.
Love it. Is there an effect for that?
Yes. So at the start of your turn, you'll just take 1d10 fire damage until it's doused.
I'm finding
Gotcha.
the effect for you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Cool. Brother Nidish, it's your turn. Finally.
Putting on my shield, is that a free action? Or...
I would say free action.
Sure.
I would actually say that it is takes a minute or something like that. But I think knowing you're going into a place with monsters, I think you'd probably have it already equipped.
I drop my longsword, so I have my hand free to cast a spell. And then I cast with my shield and then my free hand. I cast Shadow Blade as a blade of shadow, just like long sword.
Okay.
Move an action. 1, 2, 3.
It's harder and scarier than I thought.
How do I kind of get? I try to move 6 spaces so I'm underneath our rogue.
Okay, I'll just drag you there. I think the video has like an object like box to it, so it's kind of blocking out.
Very strange. But cool. So which one is most injured? The one on the left?
They're both pretty even. The one on the left is a bit more injured though.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and slash him, and let's see if I hit.
Okay, sweet.
Ooh,
my Shadow
look at
Blade.
that effect.
Yeah, wow, it's so edgy. Oh my god.
So,
I love it. Whoever made this.
I
So
think I just attacked with it. So it's let me roll on the thing. Wrong not to. Same as
This
normal.
must be a fighter with the amount of attacks he's getting.
It's just crazy.
It's just going at it.
Non-stop.
Non-stop. 12.
12 just misses, unfortunately.
Ah. Didn't you have inspiration from...
Yes, I
That's
do.
true.
Have
That's
any
true,
Sorry,
you
a
do.
D6 or a D8?
That's a D8.
Alright, D8.
Level 5.
Wow.
Level
Whoa.
5? I mean, you just need,
7.
like, it
Oh,
will hit
beautiful,
regardless. 'Cause
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't-
0,
Okay,
you rolled
absolutely.
0.
2D, yeah, so 2D8. Are
Yeah.
we in? We're not in dim light or dark.
No, there's like torches and stuff,
After
unfortunately.
Cool.
They're made
this
of
is
fire.
2D
And they're also
Uh,
yeah, made of fire.
This is 2D8 psychic damage. Would you
Mhm.
say this guy is bloodied? Or the equivalent of it?
Yeah. So when I said they're not looking good, what I mean is they're bloodied.
Should I use? Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'll spend the spell slot to just do this. So this
Okay.
is 4d8. 2d8 is radiant. 2d8 is psychic. Here we
Awesome.
go.
4
Roll.
ones. Let's go. Okay. Oh wow. What the? Okay.
16, 26.
Yeah,
26 damage.
that is more than what you needed. This creature is just kind of, as you slash into it, it just kind of fizzles away and gets engulfed by this shadowy sword, and it disappears from this mortal plane.
Amazing.
Ah, so we are on the same plane. Good.
I'm sorry about your friend, but know that the goddess loves you and there's still chance to redeem yourself.
Beautiful.
That's why
Added in the tab.
You hear like a very hot voice coming from like the stars that just says, "Thank you." You know?
Amazing.
Not actually, but just reaffirming your
yeah,
goddess
voice
and
so
your
hot.
beliefs. Yeah, this is just the embry grovelly voice. Awesome. Anything else? Are you a paladin?
I paladin with double assault.
Okay. Yes, very good. Cool. All right.
You took my build.
Should have posted first.
I know, man. It's fair. It's fair.
Awesome. We're back up to Kamaria.
Awesome. There's only one friend in front of me. But
Yes.
I will use my bonus action to do insightful fighting. So you need to roll deception against my insight. And
Okay.
if not, then I just keep getting sneak attack even if I don't have disadvantage. As long as I don't
So-
have disadvantage, I will be able to sneak attack.
Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome.
Shout out to Travis Willingham for cluing me in on this subclass.
This was so good. I got a -1. I rolled a 1 and I had -2 to it.
Okay,
You
so
go higher than a -1.
we'll find out.
That is acceptable.
How low can you roll?
I did roll a 19, and I was like, oh,
Beautiful.
that's
Well,
a plus.
there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
The lowest I've seen as a minus.
You beat it by 20 points.
Okay, so I will use my rapier to attack, and ooh, that's a 6, but I have a plus what? Plus 8. That hits, right? 8. Yeah, 14. Just hits.
14 hits. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the DC, the AC is 13. Cool. So that is 1d8 plus 3d6 plus 5. So 22
Yes.
plus 5, which is
More
27.
than you needed.
Hey, nice.
How do you want to do this?
Cool. Okay, you see me. First, I look amazed by the sort of incredible feats of magic that I've seen Brother Nidesh and Bombbox do. But I like to keep things simple. And I'm like, very cool, now check this out. And I just go stab. And that's it.
Yeah.
This is my magic. Murder.
Murder. Oh my god.
Basically.
The most powerful magic around. Yeah, and it just kind of like fizzles away, originating from like the point where you strike it.
Incredible.
Beautiful. Awesome. Cool. Can I make this video a portal? No, I can't. Great. You defeat the two lamp guardians of this dungeon.
All right.
Of this hallway rather. Of the dungeon.
Is she still on fire?
Nah, not anymore. Am I?
I would say he still had.
Oh,
Put it
I
out.
did. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
forgot
God.
about that. I thought you were talking about
Betrayal.
like the effect on the screen. I'm like,
I think you.
oh shit! I just noticed,
Um,
and I like try to take my
you
cloak
still
off.
take a little bit of damage, but you
Perfect.
got
Yeah.
that.
I rolled a 7, unfortunately, but
Gotcha.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. So I do the cool finish, and then I'm like, oh fuck, and I like throw off the, the cloak, and you'll see some burns on the back of my body. I'm like, ah shit.
Okay, stick calm. I'm gonna.
Oh,
heal.
okay, you're doing it. Cool.
Okay.
Can I cast
Oh, thank you.
8 points of healing?
Oh, that I got it for 7 points of damage, or was it 12?
7. Though.
It was
7.
7. It was
Okay,
7.
it was 7.
Yeah.
Cool. Brings me back up to full health. Thank you very much. You're very kind.
You're very proficient fighter.
You know, you're just a master of one, as opposed to you guys who seem to be doing a lot of tricks and fascinating stuff. I never could understand it, but I
We
pat.
have a feature called Jack of all trades.
If not for you, we wouldn't have been able to find this path. Captain here for all.
Right. I'm very bad at taking compliments, but let's just keep going. And I'm gonna like scurry forward. This is Chirag and Indrani's dynamic IRL.
Sometimes we alternate roles, you know?
It's true. I'm like, get your D20 out. Convince me. That sounds no.
Awesome.
Yeah, like, I will, because it's your D20. What you
Eh.
can do.
Oh my god.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Oh, R.I.P.
Okay. I go back to where we were taking the bricks out. What do I... Is there a portal? Is there on the map? Tell us. I'm very excited.
Yeah. I think we will.
Yeah, I would roll a torch in to see if I see anything.
Roll a torch.
Yeah, I'll just like gently slide a torch down into the hole just to see if we get a glimpse of the room.
Beautiful.
There's a torch there now.
Put your torch in, and you kind of see a very different thing, which you don't really expect. You may be expected to see like kind of path or something like that. But instead of seeing a path, it looks like the torch actually doesn't light up any walls or anything like that. The torchlight extends past where you expected there to be like another tunnel. Realize that there's actually like fire real. You just
Travel to spooky dungeon.
Yeah, travel to the spooky dungeon.
Where
Okay.
the button disappeared.
No, it's there.
Oh, it's there again.
I love the portal sound too. It's very cool.
That's actually new. I didn't. I keep forgetting there's a portal sound because my OMM volume is like super low. But yes, it's new. This is one of the fancy things we've been working years for. Is adding this portal sound.
No.
Amazing.
Help! I'm stuck in the wall.
Yeah. Let me maybe hold on.
There's a light effect around us. Look.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Terrifying.
Is that how much we can
Right.
see?
Yeah. I just put it on so you didn't see the whole map right away. But yes,
oh no,
you
there's
see.
fog of war.
Yeah, you
Right.
see ahead of you like a bunch of kind of like pews, like altar pews. And you see a couple of skeletons and things like that.
I am carrying a bunch of bones.
Yeah,
With
a bunch
me.
of bones. You see a bunch of disarray. You see this like
That's their
weird,
family.
like red kind of tomato sauce or something on the floor. Just a very weird scent. You like smell this very coppery smell in the air. Yeah, you just walk ahead. See on the floor a couple of bones. Some of them fully formed. Some of them just singular bones.
Amazing.
Ahead, you see a couple of skeletons. Just kind of standing.
Sewage workers. Council?
Salutations! I am Bombbox.
We're supposed to sneak. God damn it.
You can see.
I'm gonna hide while they do this.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't
Here,
hide
I can open up the room for you if you're speaking
You
ahead
said
into
greet
the
them.
room. So yeah, you introduce yourself.
Mhm.
Okay, and you see this person. Everyone in this room is a skeleton except for one person. And you see this person operating. Well, you don't know what they're doing necessarily, but they seem to have a bunch of bones in front of them, enough maybe for a skeleton. And they're just kind of chanting something. Their eyes are closed, and their arms are sort of outstretched towards this pile of bones in front of them on this sort of altar. Behind them, you see a large crystal formation blocking what appears to be a statue. There seems to be this crudely, like, this crude skeleton that is put on top of the statue itself. So not actually what like the face would normally depict there.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, like, yeah, from this crystal formation, you see like this faint. It's red, like the crystal itself is red, but you see inside of it this shifting sort of form, and it sort of is wherever it comes close to like the edge of the crystal, it starts to turn a bit purple almost. And you see these like lines and dots on the inside kind of moving and shifting around, trying to maybe look like trying to escape or something like that.
Right.
Hi. Greetings. Salutations. What are the Paladin of the Goddess of Love? May I ask, what are you doing here? And why does it seem so wrong?
You see like visible annoyance on this person who seems to be trying to focus on something, and there's this loud warhorse yelling at them, introducing themselves, just like yelling.
You seem perturbed. Would you like me to play you a calming tune?
You hear one of the skeletons in front of you say, "Please, but just let them finish. If we interrupt them, they're gonna turn us back into bones if they get angry. Please."
Looks over. We should interrupt them.
One's going to turn you into. Going to make sure that you're really a victim here. Handle this. We're going to deal with this. Do you have a permit to commit necromancy? I don't think you do.
And this person opens their eyes, stops whatever they were doing. They just say, I am not committing necromancy, fool. I found these bones. They're not, I didn't kill anyone for it. It's not dead. It's just bones I found in the wild.
What are you doing with these bones?
I'm turning them to skeletons.
So
That, I believe, is necromancy.
Yes.
No,
Look,
these are naturally forming bones. Nobody died.
we understand these are not synthetic bones. The issue is that they should not be, brought together by the power of magic without a permit. Listen,
Necromancy?
normally I would never get in the way of someone trying to raise a family, but this is too much.
What do you mean? Why do I need a license? I'm doing it underground. This is an underground operation.
Listen.
I have heard enough. I cast
This
hold
is
person
illegal.
on him.
You guys what?
Hold person.
Okay. Okay, yeah. That is what? Like a charisma?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay.
Let's go.
Nothing else wrong.
That is an 11. Wow.
That
Nice.
fails it. He is
Okay.
paralyzed and he cannot move.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, they just stand there, not able to respond to his retorts anymore.
Turning to Brother Netherweb. Please go get this man. Thank you.
I don't like coffee and this feels necessary. I come over and I try and look over. He can't talk, he can't speak. Right?
Oh, so they're
Sorry, what are their pronouns?
They, them, but
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
they them, but I think it says she her on the thing. So let me check that. But yeah, hold on, change that now. But yeah, no, they can't move or anything like that.
And this is I look at the skeleton next to him. Does he also look, like a hostage like the other skeletons?
Yes, actually. It's like dressed up in these clothes that look very similar to like cloaks. But it's like it's just standing there. It's not doing anything. It's not like stopping you from that. And you know, even though it's just bones, you get like this sense of like relief, like, oh, finally, someone stopped it.
Yeah. Could you explain?
Do one of these.
Could you explain what this person was doing and what they were doing specifically to that I pointed the statue with one
Oh.
behind me?
I think that was just for decoration. Actually, I don't know, but it seemed like we're taking energy from this crystals here and putting it into us and making us walk and move around and talk.
Oh. Well, I'm very happy. I don't blame you at all for your being existed. Not your fault. You were people one. I'm just going to grab this person's arms because I don't spell casting. And I just try and I don't have mana, so I try and get their arms if I am able to before the whole person was, tie their arms with rope.
I would say that's fine. Out of character or out of GM mode. This person is actually not like a. This is not a very. You get the sense after talking to them. They're or after I guess doing this to them. Even as you try to wrangle them, it's not hard. you realize the spell has worn off probably about 10 to 20 seconds into trying to tie them up, and this person literally just can't escape from it. They're just like a normal person almost. They just have a little bit of extra knowledge or something to help them do this.
Wiping my hands. Another job well done.
You're gonna tell us how to stop draining this source. Source of this energy is sentient and presumably do not give their consent to be used as a power source.
Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, there's no living being here. I just read from the book. There's some words in that book, and when I read it, random things come to life. Whatever's on this altar. So when I read those, I put bones here. They turn into bone people, and then they go around, and they're so happy to be part of my new family. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know King Marrow, the king of the Colosseum upstairs? Do you know about him?
Yeah. Fantastic.
He's my first creation. Okay. So yeah. So don't mess around with me, kid.
Okay. What's your name?
Messaging Kamaria. Just, would you please go retrieve that book?
I reply to the message in my hand. I'm on it. But before I do that, Brother Nadesh has a question, right? You were saying something.
I just glanced. The book's open or closed?
The book right now. So when you were in here and when they were kind of chanting, you might have seen that it was a little bit open or being flipped through, kind of magically. But right now it is closed.
Were they chanting in Infernal or Celestial or something?
It didn't seem to be. Well, what languages do you know?
Infernal, Celestial, Elvish.
Okay. It sounded like there were some words, every couple words seemed like Elvish. Then every now and then, not every couple words, but there were maybe one every 20 words was Infernal.
So, how long have you been down here?
Listen, I gotta level with you here. I don't know. I kind of woke up down here, and I saw this book, and the book was oh, read me, and you'll be able to create creatures, and they'll be your best friends, and the more creatures you create, the closer you'll be to leaving this place. So then I was okay. And then I started reading it, And then I started making all these little friends. I started off with King Marrow, and then and then honestly, I never really tried to escape. I just kept doing it. And sometimes people are pretty cool. Sometimes they're weird and they think they're like being held hostage.
King Marrow left though. Send it?
He just left. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the surface because there's like a lot of opportunities up there." And, but the weird thing is, right? Before King Marrow left, it was always like standing by these crystals and like nodding, almost as though it was like trying to understand something. Was understanding something. You
As
just be
he's
standing
saying
there.
this, like, Bomb would just go. Have you perhaps seen any flying snakes here?
Flying snakes. No.
Okay. Did you put that stag skeleton skull above the statue?
Yes.
Was that
It
in
looks
the
so
book?
good. It looks so good, doesn't it? Look at it. It's like it has like horns, like it's kind of like a crown. It's like, wow, you really want to worship that one. And as they're kind of walking around, there's like this perpetual like tomato sauce or whatever it is coming off of their feet.
Blood, maybe?
Are they wearing shoes?
It's
No,
actually
no,
tomato
they're
sauce.
barefoot.
Do you please just take a seat and I just like let me see this. I think you've cut your feet somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
While-
So,
Yeah, lead
Mhm.
them away from there. So and facing away, so in case anyone wanted to stealth and grab a book, they could. While I look
Yeah.
while I check their
And
feet.
can I look at this chest that's underneath the skeleton?
yeah, sure. Okay, so we'll do this in order here. So,
Yes.
first and foremost, they sit down and.
Dushan,
Weirdly-
you're like all the way blurred out, by the way.
Oh, am I? Shoot. Okay. Yeah.
There we
It doesn't
go.
recognize my face because half of my face is covered by this beard.
Beautiful beard.
But yes, thank you. Yeah. So you look at their feet, and it actually does not seem to have any red anything on it. But as soon as they put their feet down and like put it back up, there's like red stuff on the floor, like in a footprint shape.
Interesting.
Fascinating. I gave him a that he's just
Awesome.
donated blood. You might need this.
I
Yes. So Kamaria.
am hidden back here, and I'm gonna use my incredible stealth to make my way over to the back. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can definitely roll a stealth check.
Okay, you got it. Do I do it with advantage because this person is distracted?
If you're just hiding from the one person,
No.
yeah, you know what? Why not? Sure. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Rolled an 11 and a 12,
Beautiful.
which makes it a plus 11 to stealth. So
Oh, okay, like 23.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Yes. Yeah. Not even the skeletons that are like looking straight at you, they don't even register that you're just walking around.
Amazing.
And yeah, you make your way to the crystal there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up one of the crystals because it's actually interactable. So
Mhm.
crystal,
Okay. Yeah, you like chip it off and
Yeah.
you take it.
and I'll take the book with my other hand.
Okay.
just
So when you touch
You know
the
in
book,
God of War how you have to carry that one crystal to like a location
Yeah.
and it's massive?
yeah,
That's me.
the Alfheim stuff.
Yeah.
wow. Yeah. So you try to pick up the book, but it seems to be like affixed almost to the altar,
Oh.
the pedestal that it's in.
Can I like? Is there an index, like a table of contents?
Table content?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll.
Chapter
yes,
2, Apocalypse.
You open it to the first page there. Yeah.
It's like a WikiHow tutorial: how to resurrect your first set of bones.
Yeah, exactly. So what it is, it like it says like right on the title. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Dwarvish, and what's the third one? Let me check my languages. Giant and Orc, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so again, like you'll see a couple words that are recognizable, like but the whole thing as a whole, you don't really understand. But you pick out like a choice words on like the like table of contents. Most of them is like using blank, and that's all it is. So each chapter, I guess, or how it looks like it's listing each chapter. It's like using blank.
Right.
That's all it says.
By the national order. Number 3 will.
Yeah, exactly. One simple trick.
Can I use
All the
my
paladins hate.
Can I use my eye for detail to like decipher any clues from the words that I can pick up?
Yeah, 100%. You can go for
Okay.
it.
That is a d20. 11 plus. Is that investigation? Or-
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you like just the way this seems to be is it seems to be like this book is about using some kind of power source, and it's teaching like people how to apply it in different ways, which is what each of the chapters are. And
Right.
you kind of see like if you're looking at the book itself, you can probably see like with a 15, I think is fine. You can probably see like one page obviously has been opened up like a lot more than all the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like there just seems to be like a permanent like indentation in that page where it looks like there's like if you look at it from like a closed book perspective, there's like just kind of like a little gap on the page that's always open.
Gotcha. I will. Can I tear that page out?
Sure. Yeah.
Could I like?
You try. Well, you do tear the page out, and you hear from the book like what are you doing?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Do we all hear that?
Yeah, I think like probably Bonewood. I think that Nidish is like a little further ahead to hear it.
In a very comical fashion, all the rubies I'm holding on to, like, I drop them, like, and like,
Yeah,
you just.
and as you drop them, they kind of shatter, and there's like this pale blue light that kind of like wisps away from inside.
To say.
I foresee no negative ramifications for this.
Nothing bad happens when you tear things out of a spooky book.
It's okay. I'll flatten it back into place, and I'm like, it's all right. Close it.
What is wrong with you people? You
What the hell is
just come in
this?
here.
What the hell is
You
this
stop.
book?
You stop that kid from doing the chants.
Yeah.
We're trying to get rid of all the power from this creature. You know, it's too strong. It doesn't belong here. So we're trying to just make a bunch of skeletons to expend his power. And you just ripping pages out of me.
What creature is this?
Where's the
Book.
What's coming from the book?
It's coming from the book. Yeah.
Ah,
What creature is this, and why do you need to get rid of it? It seems to
This
be helping.
creature, I don't know. It ain't helping me. It ain't helping me. It might be helping some other people, but I'm just here. You know, I don't like the fact that something like this is down here. What if one day it changes its mind and it's like, hey, I don't like all the people living above, and then it decides to just go up, and all of them have to like perish just because it got bored.
So far, I really agree with this book.
we can't assume the worst of what they've ever done. Now, that kind of mistrust is unhealthy in any relationship, even with a book and a Christian. Well, I say monster, but so far we know it's a creature. I feel this kind of distrust will just become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Have a little bit of faith. Why am I talking about faith to it now? You know what? I'm gonna keep.
You
going.
can, you can roll persuasion.
Yes,
I think-
roll persuasion on book.
Yes, roll persuasion against book.
My persuasion is 6. I have a chance. I have a chance.
You can do this.
11. Okay. Well, unfortunately, hey,
I didn't
if it
roll.
was a paperback. Oh, you didn't roll. That was my roll. Okay.
Yeah.
If it was a paper.
It was a paper.
I gotta hide
We'll
an
never
11
know.
too.
We'll never know what I was gonna say.
20.
Okay, 20.
30,
Perfect.
20.
You hear it. You hear it pause, and it. You if a book could think, this is what it would sound like, and it just says, you. I guess you kind of got a point, but we're already in this deep. We can't really.
It's never
so we
too
don't.
late to say I'm sorry. Forgiveness can repair relationships. Willing to
So what are you telling me? You telling me we should just break all these crystals, let this creature out, and then just trust?
I say we try and speak.
Have you seen the creature?
Not after I turned it into these crystals. But before, no, I didn't. I just turned it. I didn't give it a chance.
You didn't.
The entire creature is these crystals.
The creature's inside the crystals. Yeah, it's trapped inside. But it looks like people have just been, well, y'all have been taking off pieces and breaking them. So it might be a little less creature than we anticipated.
Oops.
Let's try and speak to the creature. Bone King.
Wave at the crystals and touch them and say salutations.
We, and especially this book, I'd like to apologize. In relationship and
Okay. Yeah. So as you
I
As
am
you,
going to use my action to run away and hide while this is happening.
Okay, yeah. So as you, well, first and foremost, were you still looking in the box there?
I want to look at the chest, yes.
Okay, yes. So it's not locked or anything. If you open it up and look inside, there is like some bread. There is a bunch of like vegetables. Some. What are some vegetables? Like cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots. They're all like sliced.
And broccoli.
Are they fresh?
Yeah, they look pretty fresh. Underneath them, there's like a pink and white checkered sort of blanket.
I would like to take and pocket the blanket.
Okay, yeah, it's a pretty big blanket, but it's also folded really well, so easy enough to do.
It's one of those
you see
Instagram
actually-
ad ones that fold like all the way.
Exactly.
Pocket size.
Yeah, and after you actually take out the blanket, you notice that. So on top of the blanket was where all that stuff was, like the bread and the vegetables. But underneath the blanket, you see like this container, and it's kind of like it has like a lid on it, so it's like a container within a container. It has like a lid on it, and it's opaque, so you can't see through it.
I open it.
Okay, yes. So you open it, and you're greeted by, like this triangle. You're greeted by, like, when you're looking straight down at it, there appears to be like a bunch of things sort of lined up, and there's like this 45-degree angle on that like thing. So it looks like it's a bunch of triangles lined up on one side of the bin, and they're all like perfectly packed in there. And you see like these layers. There's kind of like this white layer, this green layer, this orange layer, and this red layer, and then another white layer, and then another white layer, and then a green one, then an orange, then a red, and a white, and a white, and and it just goes in that order of like triangles.
Green, orange, yellow, white.
Can I tell what it is as a material?
Yeah, they're sandwiches.
The sandwiches.
Yeah,
Yeah, I figured. I thought it was a cake at first.
Oh, okay. No, they're sandwiches with all those vegetables inside.
I just toss that back in.
Okay, yeah. Perfect, yeah.
The green chutney. You have to tell me if the green is chutney.
No, it's cucumber, unfortunately.
Oh,
This is not a
Yeah,
Bombay
food is worthless
sandwich.
to me. I toss it back.
It's not. This is very much like a very basic sandwich. Whoever
Mhm.
made this was like the epitome of like no culinary skill.
Basic.
Yes.
I mean,
Well,
yes, but they still chose to use vegetables in place for use plants.
Mhm.
that's true. That's true. They're not wilted or anything. They're completely fresh. Awesome.
I'll tell them that I found food and it's worthless, and I will keep on.
That
Yeah.
works doubly for Bone. Bone presumably doesn't eat food.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Our tied up guest, well, our tied up necromancer, hasn't given
Okay.
us a name, right?
No, they have not.
What is your name?
Oh, my name is Corvina.
Corina, did we?
Yeah. Sometimes my lunch, sometimes my breakfast, sometimes it is my dinner, and it always refills. That's the cool thing about it. Never have to leave this place. Just stay here making skeleton.
If I had the spell magic, I would use it on that box right now.
There's a lot outside besides cucumber sandwiches. Oh, no, what besides? Other kind of vegetables.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to take your word for it. Admittedly, I think I can actually use that box to make a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't really care too much about food.
Can I check the box?
Sure, yeah.
Can't tell if this is a magical effect or just an introvert enjoying Stockholm.
Yeah, unnatural 20.
Amazing.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know if you have anything that would help past like just knowledge you already have. But yeah, there are boxes that can, there are jugs that can provide all kinds of liquids. So presumably there are boxes that can provide all kinds of solids, specifically
Right.
food.
I let them know.
Awesome. Yes. Cool. So yeah, if there was anything else regarding the box, I guess we can definitely flesh that out. Otherwise, we can resume the conversation we are about to have with this blue light.
Yeah, I am helping with whatever skeleton is like trying to bring this creature back while they're fussing over sandwiches. I look back and I'm like, I would kill for a club sandwich right now, and I hold one hand out to take like one sort of wedge for myself,
Beautiful.
and I'll bite into it, keep
Awesome.
working.
Okay, nice. Yeah, easy enough to do. Nothing or no one stops you from doing that. And we get to, the light starts to emanate from the crystals, and instead of being purple now, it's strong enough because someone's talking to it for it to just show up as blue. There's no more this mixture of like red and blue. It just says, hello.
Salutations.
Oh,
We have someone here who wanted to get to know you better, and we have someone here who wanted to apologize for preemptively crystal. Right?
I didn't say anything about that, but I'm willing to apologize if we realize that it's a good creature.
We want to know more about you.
Oh, okay. Well, what would you like to know?
What can we call you?
Oh,
And are you a snake?
well, right now I am a cluster of crystals, it seems.
Do you like being a cluster of crystals?
I don't particularly enjoy it, but I understand the book's grievances in our difference in, I suppose, power. I don't know a more appropriate way to put it.
You were.
Yes. So I was placed here by my parent. They put me here saying that I need to get people going. I got to get them competing. I have to make sure they know that there is a hierarchy of whoever is the strongest should be the strongest, whoever is the fastest should be the fastest, and evolved into various different forms of entertainment and sport, and sort of what I like to enforce.
Are you happy with how it's? Are you able to see what's going on up above us?
Absolutely not. No, I cannot even see you four. 5, 6, 7? I don't know.
Would you be interested? So, if you were not a crystal, what would you be? Stands watching what's happening? Out exploring? Would you stay around here?
I would most likely stay here. I would try to regain my strength so I could power the above. I hear, well, not I hear, I can feel that they are lacking a bit of magic. And yeah, I wouldn't do much, to be honest. I kind of enjoy just sitting around here. I might have to clean this place up. It looks like there's a bunch of I don't know what it is. It's hard to see from in here, but it looks like there's a bunch of dirt everywhere. Might clean it up, make it a little nicer. I might have to invite some of the people from upstairs down here just so we can check in. I feel like I haven't checked in a few hundred years.
Insight check.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Back to us, Crystal Man.
Yeah, don't lie to
Before
me.
you were a Christian,
What?
were you just sitting here? Were you walking around? What were you doing?
Oh,
I rolled.
yeah,
Sorry, go
yeah.
on. No, go on.
Go for it.
I rolled a
Okay.
6. So
A
it's
6,
15 total.
15, yes.
Because
yeah,
of your deceit.
Yeah, I think they're being pretty forthright. It's less that they're trying to seem like they're being honest rather than they don't really have a reason to lie. It doesn't seem like they don't seem on edge about even about this whole situation. They seem pretty lax about it. Almost as though they've lived a very long time and they realize a lot of problems like this may be temporary.
Makes sense.
It's the confidence of immortal Daikala.
Yeah, same kind of vibe.
I think look at being sound comfortable. Facing it out.
Well, here's my grievance with everything that was just said. How do I prove I'm stronger than other people? I'm just a book.
I mean, you're stronger than other books.
Yeah, but other books
That
aren't
is in
alive.
fact correct.
Other books don't count. They're not alive.
Yeah, better than them.
Oh, this.
I heard one
Listen,
never
Oh,
let
number
you.
one.
Isn't there some way that I, as a book, can prove I'm better than person, one of y'all?
Oh yeah.
I mean, none of us will be on the bestsellers list.
What about a trivia
I mean,
quiz? A quiz.
I didn't consider that.
Maybe it doesn't have to be physical might. It could be mental prowess and mental might that you can perhaps flaunt. Well, why doesn't the creature in the rubies? Which, do you have a name, by the way? I look at the rubies.
No. People just call me Bug. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Creature in the ruby is called book.
Oh wait, what? Sorry, I thought you were talking the book. The creature. Maybe I should have come up with a name. I think
name
it
is
would be
Booker.
called.
Yes.
No. Well, I've been called a lot of things, but I think what I prefer, spirit of competition.
Okay. How about this spirit of competition? Book here is going to go up against who is the most smartest in the devout. So I gesture between brother and Bombbox, and I say, why don't the two of you go up against Book in a trivia competition? Or better still, to make this fair and more competitive, why don't you go up against Corvina and test your knowledge of what can be done with bones and
You want us trivia contest against someone who's been trapped down here, all their memory gone. All they've done is eat cucumber sandwiches and raise the undead without question.
I
I
thought
mean,
they
it
would
be a
have.
great way for the book to win.
And no, a good like you can only prove your mettle if the competition is fair. I just figured
Yeah.
Corvina, they've read a lot of the book or just one page over and over again.
You're testing us on the book's knowledge of the book.
Yeah, well, what else does the book know?
How well do you know yourself?
That is a good question, though. Let's do a test of how well we know ourselves. That'll be great.
All right.
But I was actually just gonna say that it sounds like y'all came up with a pretty good solution. Like, yeah, trivia is probably pretty good. Maybe I could like be checked into a library and then I could like
Yeah.
read and then
I
learn.
can take you to the local tavern. There's usually a pub quiz at that point. Those will be the best of it. That'll be fun.
A library
Does
sounds good.
sound good.
We would have to take you to one of the more exclusive, secretive library. I mean, there'll be books there for you to compete with, but I don't think everybody should be learning how to make skeletons out of bones. So
Well, yeah,
maybe not
well,
the
it doesn't
public
seem-
library. So that's
Yeah. Maybe
Well,
like
there goes my ID.
yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Does that count towards this whole thing you've been saying there, crystal person? Yeah, I mean, maybe if you talked to me a couple hundred years ago, I would have said no, but I think that's a valid way to contest yourself, like contest with other people. And, and then, yeah, I mean, the book, I think the book is pretty set on, like, damn, I actually can't. Good idea.
We've all grown together. Now I just have one important one. Why is blood coming out of their feet when it can't be? Can someone explain that? That's bothering me.
oh yeah,
Right.
what the fuck is
So, yeah, so, like, I provided that box of, the
Sandwiches?
the box of food
Mhm.
to Corvina because they need food, unlike me. But so here's the thing: one of the first things they made with that thing was like their robe, but it only makes food. So
Oh no.
so it's like consistently leaking like beet juice.
right?
It was actually tomatoes.
We should take Corvina up as well and maybe get them integrated into society.
Yeah. Excellent. So let's
That-
After some questioning.
Let's free the crystals. Get you, Book, and Tina. Okay, and of course, any of the bones they can.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I would say maybe step back because this is a pretty big character. And you see see everything crystallize and crack
Oh, did you guys see
piece
that?
by piece.
Have you been stabbed, Kabadia?
No, that's just my rapier, okay? I'm carrying it.
Then-
I know. They lost it in my chest.
you start to see these swirling like fractals and start to form, and they spread out in the shapes of these constellations. Start to see this long, elongated, long wing, this sharp talons, this large sort of tail, feathered, this humongous beak appear.
Oh!
Oh my god, that is a griffin?
That is a very strange snake.
It's Articuno. Nope, I was wrong.
And yeah, you see this large, this large constellation-ridden rock appear. Rock like ROC, like the bird.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Not like Rock of Ages. We get it.
Yes.
You're beautiful.
Just, thank you. I was born of the stars, and So they are just kind of on me all the time. I can't really take credit for how I look. So even though you compliment me in such a way, it is not my doing for me looking like.
Okay.
I just ask this magnificent creature one thing. I have been told that you like some very specific music. Would you like to hear a song?
Yes. Yes, I would.
In this moment, you will watch as his chest slightly opens and this orb flies out, creating a sort of a nice little setting. Hold on. I have it.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
love it.
And you basically watch as he begins playing very instrumental orchestral music with a lot of nice low hums as he was told.
Beautiful.
Oh my god,
yeah,
it's
and,
chaotic. I love it.
You start to hear the you start to see the rock like bobbing its head a little bit, you know, and it's like tapping some of its talons. It seems to like it. It seems to be into it. I will say you can roll a performance check just to see if it goofs at any point.
26.
Oh,
26. Oh,
I have a
beautiful.
plus
Ace.
11 and my minimum roll is a 9, I believe.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, with a you know what, with a 26, 26 puts us straight into a montage of like all of you walking in a
Yes.
line from like shortest to tallest, including the rock, including Corvina, you know, including these skeletons, and you're all just like you're all like walking in a dance line, going to the end of the the tunnel and getting out of
Hey.
there.
Oh, I'll take the book, obviously.
Yeah, take the book. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, you know what? The book's actually the first in the line. It's somehow like flapping and like moving itself forward.
I love it.
Yeah, and yeah, beautiful. You freed, you know, the source of magic in this big Colosseum city.
Amazing.
You gave the book a chance at proving itself in the future. You freed all the little skeletons from the basement there, who I guess weren't really trapped, but thought they were. And you know, Corvina can now eat something other than sandwiches.
All right, everybody get together. Hold on. A true happy ending with a lot of hearts and a little bit of celebration. There we go. What else can I spam? This is amazing. I would. Oh, I love it. Okay. I'm getting distracted, but yes.
Oh, it's all good. This is what it's here for. This is exactly what OMM is for.
Oh my god, it's so pretty. But we obviously take the book back. I take it to when we exit this place, right? When all business has been dealt with. Kamaria, or if that's even her real name, slides the book in her cloak, and you're like, "Oh, where is she?" You turn around, can't find her. The book, it's gone.
What a twist!
Or was it never there to begin?
No, it was. We were there. We just had a conversation. No, the rogue stole something.
The rogue stole something. No, who could have thunk it? Oh my god!
And yeah, I was gonna suggest dumping the book in a river because it's too dangerous.
You go.
And it's like in a book holder too, so it can't even like shout for help. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game, y'all. That was fun.
That was super fun. I loved it so much.
Yeah,
I also
super
love
fun
this
design.
system quite a bit, like this VTT.
Super fun players. All the puns. Oh my god. I'm still
You
looking
stood
for
no
what the
chance.
pun on Kamaria is, but I'll figure it out. I'm sure one day.
Oh, there is no pun on Kamaria.
No, there's a pun for sure. I'm sure there is.
If you figured it out, you let me know.
Brother Nidish, it's a pun. Okay, because wedding cakes are served on a dish. And,
Yeah, you got me.
yes.
Yeah.
I knew it this whole time.
Good job.
People that makes a pun, the DM looks at puns everywhere.
It's like the Charlie meme.
I was thinking the Spider-Man meme, you know, the one where he's looking at like this big mural of Tony.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, yeah,
We
GG,
before we hop off, I'm gonna do a little bit of you know what? No, I'm not gonna risk it. I was gonna do like a yeah. Let's do it. Fuck it. I will. Eee. There we go. Okay. Any closing thoughts, Dushan? Do you have anything to say about OMM? Where can people find the game? Tell us.
Yeah. So you can find OMM, which stands for One More Multiverse. You can find it at multiverse.com. You can also find like the various calendars on there. So like for Days and Dragons, for example, or OMM, we all have like games calendars, which you can see like events and stuff. Eventually, at some point. It's like super open source, right? So you can add your own assets to the platform. Generally, pixel art works better just because of sizing, but you can always resize stuff after you put it in. It's completely free. There's no like subscriptions or anything like that. There is, you don't have to be playing D&D. You can play other games too. Everything is like it's very community driven. So if want to make a sheet for a game, you can. All the tools are there for you to do that. And yeah, I don't know if I'm missing anything else. We have a bunch of like in-platform audio, a bunch of animations, a bunch of vibes.
The vibes are immaculate.
A bunch of maps already. I think there's like over 140 map templates like that are made in OMM, as well as like a bunch of like image maps that you can also use.
And like videos that make it look like you're in an endless dungeon, which is super cool.
Yeah, that's one of our newer things. You can always like post videos as well. Like I think it supports MP4s, and you can always like post a video of like something like that, like something like we saw just now, or your own thing. Like maybe you want to just put like a video, like a cutscene in there. You can certainly do that.
That is super
Can't wait
cool.
to do a galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that would be amazing. But but for everybody who watched, thank you so much for joining us. Please check out One More Multiverse, and please check out Daisies and Dragons. And Tan and Dushan, thank you for joining us. I'm sure there'll be more of this happening in the future, so stick around if you liked it. Any closing announcements? Chirag, are we good?
We're good. We hope everyone had a good time. This is fun. We'll be doing, we're back probably to One More Multiverse at a later point. If there's a specific like system or anything you think we see on One More Multiverse, let us know. We had one poll about D&D that won, but maybe someone else wants to see a PBTA or Blades in the Dark hack or something. Get to the Discord. Let us know what you want to see. Maybe we'll make it. Maybe we'll believe Dushan. Who knows? Opportunities are endless.
Yeah. You can join our Discord at daisiesanddragons.com/Discord, which is daisiesndragons.com/Discord. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you all later. Bye, everybody. Wave. You're blurry.